Welcome, Rally Esports, for Saturday night of Week 5. We got Shogun from Bushido versus Absolute Bounty. Two heavy hitter teams in this season so far. It'd be really good to see how they do against each other. Now, tonight I have casting with me is Bishop, and we have a new face on the block who decided to come in and lend his voice to Rally, and that is Dark Panda. How are the both of you doing today?
Pretty good, man. Glad to have you.
Yeah, I'm doing very well. I'm very excited. Happy to be here.
So for this match, map number 1 is going to be a Hardpoint hotel. We're going to go into map 2, which will be an embassy S&D, which will then be followed up by a control on a silo. Now, if these two titans keep duking it out and we manage to go to 4 and 5, you'll be seeing a map number 4, which would be a Hardpoint on Fortress, followed up with a final S&D on Mercado. Going off into this first map with the two of you casters coming in, and one of you joined for the first time, what maps do you think are going to really matter based on the game modes they're in?
Always got to be Hardpoint because that's the start, and you carry the momentum to the next map. So Hardpoint is like a must-have. You must win that, and then it determines how hot you are in S&D. That's my opinion.
I agree. I do think that the Hardpoint could carry over to the S&D. However, they could be a little bit overheated from the Hardpoint and carry that over the S&D and start overchowing certain things, which could cause them to possibly lose the map.
Now, to give you a perspective on these two teams, Absolut is one of the teams that just recently started in the CDL playstyle. They were originally some S&D pub stompers, and they take a lot of pride in that. But they recently started coming in here, started getting the rotation, getting the rule sets, and they've actually developed quite a lot over the past couple months of doing this. Now, I will say they are a very S&D heavy team, and same thing with Control. Those seem to be the two strongest game modes they have. Hardpoint, they do pretty solid in. It just comes down to whether or not the other team can out-rotate them. Now, on the opposition side with the Shoguns, we have seen them also as a heavy slaying team. So it's really going to come down, in my opinion, down to timing and which team plays smarter.
I agree. I think S&Ds really make championships, to be honest. We kind of saw that in the CDL with LA Thieves.
That's true. That's very true. Well, also we also take into account map 3. Control is also like a very crucial one, especially.
It is.
Now, with that being said, though, it looks like the boys are ready and they're itching to get into some COD. So with that being said, when they are ready, they are good to start up, and we'll be going into Hardpoint on Hotel.
I don't know about you, Bishop, but I'm pretty excited to watch this.
Yeah,
these two Titans play.
This is going to be a very, very good match.
Very exciting one.
Yeah, especially on Hotel. One of the best maps in the game.
I agree.
So we're going to go down to who's going to respawn, teamwork, and rotations.
And who understands the spawns the best in this one. In my personal opinion, I feel like Hotel is probably the hardest map to understand the spawns on.
Yeah, the P1 is a lot more easier because it's like only 3 spots. You can actually 4 spots you can spawn. It's either P4, bathroom, back fuels, or back patio.
Yeah. After that, it gets a little bit mixier, but I think the team that understands the spawns better on this map will be able to take it.
100%.
I mean, the main thing they just need to remember is that, if you're on, parking lot side, heading into P1, as you go into P2, and then eventually P3, whoever usually holds that bedroom cross usually gets the better spawns. Same thing vice versa if you end up holding Sana on the backside. But again, with that being said, a lot of teams focus those and try to rip people out of them as much as they can. So that's usually where you see a lot of dogfights happen.
Yeah.
There's got big gunfights coming out on P4 right now. Cardinals getting a 2-piece off the rip.
And able to open up the map for the team. It looks like they're going to take the early lead here.
Yep. Bounty is like in a tough spot right here. Like 3 down off the rip. Next one like 5 down. They're looking very not well.
They're able to find one on the point, so no time going on either side of the teams here.
Nice, Season does manage to get 2 of his own before he gets dropped down, though.
But Shogun's already set up for P2. They already have the P2 spawns. Bounty has to like pick it up here and to break this hill for spawns. Unfortunately, Eon goes down.
Eon was trying to win those back spawns, was able to take down one player, but just really couldn't hold it after that. Looks like they're all going to be flooding through Shandy side as well, trying to hit the back and break from the behind here.
Looks like Vaughn is also here hitting out the back street right now, trying to hold the anchor these spawns down. A massive win on hill from Vaughn, but right now, Boundless.
Inbound able to trade them out pretty easily. You can see Cardinal inbound trying to work together here, trying to break open the point. Nade does connect.
Yeah,
Trophy
goes
wasn't able to
huge
get
on
that.
hill though with a 2-piece. He's
Yeah, it looked like
absolutely.
you got inbound right there on that heady.
You can see Shogun's already playing for these rotations pretty early.
Yep, that's good like discipline out of their team.
Cardinal with a
know.
3-piece.
Jeez, that's
What a
not
big
looking
win
good.
there.
I didn't catch that, but they must have all lined up for his
They
attack
did.
there.
Cardinals, Shogun actually has a really good setup for this hill. I like
They do.
how my time is watching back patio, same with Nomad.
Yeah, they have a very good setup here.
And
though
he's
the,
trying to break the back spawns right now, but he's pretty much in a pinch.
Cardinal gets taken down, so now they're going to be flooding through this diner area, trying to break into Freezer. He stuck his teammate. That's no bueno right there.
It's a massive gunfight going on. in the
Yeah,
hill
Eon's
right now.
playing his life as much as he can here. Just unable to win the third gunfight. So a good play out of him to try to break, but unfortunately the reinforcements on the side of Shogun were able to win the gunfights.
Looks like my time is already on next. He's playing blue right now, and a massive gunfight right now is about to go down between him and Fortnite. These spawns for next.
He knows where he is too. And able to win the gunfight, so now the rotations are going to be favoring Shogun at this moment. But inbound with a nice 2-piece to cut off the rotation.
Zyde is right now trying to get the rotation here. As the gunfight is on loan, he lost a inbound. Vaughn going off here with the trade in a 2-piece, a 3-piece on
three.
hill.
What a
Break that
big
hill
break
for
from him.
Bounty. Make that, oh, almost a 4.
He was going for it, but unfortunately just could not connect.
Right now, Shogun's in a tough spot here. They're spawning back. And
He
back
put in a little bit of a blunder.
Yep.
But a nice break out of my time, but actually kills his teammate.
Bounty's still holding strong here as Shogun is trying to make an attempt for another push before rotations. Actually, disregard that. They're actually wrapping right now for rotations. And Anxiety's reading the play here. He's trying to rotate and maybe get a few kills off the cut. Unfortunately, Nomad wins the gunfight. Now it's all up to... Oh, unfortunately, Vaughn went down.
So now you
Bounty-
can see Cardinal and Nomad are both playing over here by P5. Just some nice trades in favor of Shogun right now. Seems as though they'll be able to hold this P5 to start us out with.
And now Shogun has a really good setup here. They're kind of a little bunched up here, but my time is going up. Unfortunately, he gets traded by Eon.
It seems as though all of Bounty is just kind of flooding through Cat Room, not really spreading themselves out at all.
No,
You can see
that's a
inbound
really
goes
good
huge.
win. Yeah, Shogun's getting that win from that unfortunate play from Bounty.
Now you can see the split spawns are coming in as well.
Yep.
The Cardinals
They need
reading it
a-
beautifully.
Anxiety needs to stay back here for the next spawns, but they may be fighting for it. Ooh,
You can see
inbound.
Anxiety's already playing for next.
They
The
need
only
this
person
to-
over here. They do. So right now, scrap time in favor of Shogun. As you can see, they're just... Absolut's just not really able to win a rotation, it kind of feels like.
No, they can't right now. They need to rotate a lot more earlier and have a better setups. Like, unfortunately,
They
because
do,
Anxiety was on the by himself when the whole Shogun just rotated on him.
I mean, look at the side of Shogun. Inbound's just been slaying them the entire map.
Yeah,
He's
they've been
20-8.
They've been having really good setups. Unfortunately, Bounty just can't find the answer to break the setups. They did break P3 hilled pretty well, though.
It seems as though they're bunching up a lot on their when they're trying to break.
Yeah, they're not really like coordinating attacks and lanes right now. As you saw, they did try to make a mid push. Now Anxiety's playing his life, running back into kitchen. Eon trying to get the trade to help his buddy out, but My Time gets the kill on Eon's.
My Time's also one off a streak.
Real quick, Nerd, the chat would like you to put the view back into first person. It's currently been in third person.
So Absolut's trying to put together a nice little P1 here. They do have a decent setup, but you can see My Time is refusing to let them have any sort of time.
Yeah, that's 4 down in this Shogun right now. They're trying to make a counter push here, but Fortnite read this. My Time read the spawn on Fortnite. He's pushed up on double right now.
Seeing Anxiety's trying to break in, trying to find out where Cardinal is. Cardinal just playing as smart as he can and able to win the gunfight.
Yeah, it was a misplay, a misread on Eon's to look to the right where his teammate was, instead of looking to his left. That was unfortunate.
It was.
A bounty, they're trying to make a push here through Shandy right now. As Anxiety's getting the kill on My Time. So up to
Nomad's able to really hold this angle here, trying to keep him away from the Shandy push. Despite having nobody on the stairs, I mean, nobody's pushing through the back at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, Anxiety's solo chowed the hill. And
Eon's with a nice win in the back home. Going for the second, but Vaughn able to trade him.
This could be a good pinch coming for Bounty, though. Unfortunately, inbound kills Anxiety.
I mean, it's looking like a slaughter right now.
Yeah, Bounty's coming off cold here. They just can't find the answer to their problems, unfortunately.
They can't find any sort of footing. Eon's trying to keep them in the game. Nice little 2-piece going for the third, but cannot find it.
Eon and Vaughn, they're top performers right now of this map. They're just trying to fight, keep their team alive. But as you see, Shogun, I think, is going to end the map here. Bounty is, I understand that they're going to win here.
Looks like Shogun's able to take map 1.
Yep. I think right there, Bounty situation, I thought I'm pretty sure it was communication issues because they should have chowed that last few seconds of the last hill, but I decided I guess they want to go to search. See about it odds.
Honestly, from what I was watching, it didn't seem like they communicated a little bit. On that P6, they had 2 players check the exact same corner.
Yeah, which is
one player already shooting at it.
Yeah, that's some teamwork and cohesion problems coming from Bounty, but they can fix it in the next map.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
My Time is going with a 28 and 11 coming off going into the next map for SND.
A huge performance out of him.
Yes. There was a lot of teamwork. There was a lot of Shoguns that had really good setups. It was just Bounty just couldn't find the team cohesion to counter their setups and find a way to break in.
It felt like Shogun had more of teamwork than Bounty did that map.
Yeah, you could totally see in the gameplay as their setups were just pretty much pitch perfect setups for hills.
It really was. I mean, also you have Cardinal dropping single-digit deaths that map.
Yeah.
Going 21 and 9 with over 2 minutes on the hill.
And there's also his debut, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Cardinal subbing in.
I believe so. That's a very impressive debut.
Yeah, coming from this young legend. Hopefully Bounty can turn it around in the next map, work out the kinks and what they couldn't accomplish in map 1 as Shogun is up 1-0.
And a very impressive map 1 out of them.
We're having some difficulties here, gentlemen and ladies.
Seems like it. Hopefully we get the lobby opened soon.
Yes. Continue the game.
No, the lobby is opened. Absolut has just informed us that after map 1, they are pulling from the game and taking an FF.
Over my whole time of playing, I've never seen teams FFing besides Optic Gaming and Bounty.
I have seen one team forfeit after the second match in my days of casting, but I've never seen a team after one map call it quits.
So It looks like because they decided to FF one of their main players had gotten off and they don't know whether they can get him back on to stay on. So with that being said, we thank you for tonight.
Absolutely.
Enjoy. Come back tomorrow. Watch as we have more matches. And until then, rally up.
Rally up, indeed. Good night, everybody.